going on, you guys? It's your boy Alex West Collects here, bringing you another figure review. And today we're taking a look at the newest Royal Rumble Elite set, which includes the Build-A-Figure Jimmy Hart. First and foremost, let me thank my boy Avid WWE Figure Collector. Thank you so much for tracking down this Earthquake for me. So he found it at his local Target store. He sent it to me at cost plus shipping. Thank you so much, brother. I definitely do owe you one if you are ever in need of any other figures. And that's the great thing about this community, man. Sometimes you just have some good collector buddies who just kind of help out when you need it. Because this set has been a pain in the ass to find. The DPCI is linked to all the other pay-per-view sets that come in stock at Target, so it's like impossible. You kind of got to get lucky and see them on shelves. And the funny thing with Yokozuna, I just happened to get a tip that he was on shelves at my local Target store by another collector. I rushed in my car, drove down there, and he was the only one hanging on the pegs. I'm so happy to have him. And I'll be honest, I don't really want a lot of these figures from this set. I do want Jimmy Hart and Yokozuna were the ones I needed. Earthquake, I mean, I like the version I have from the past Elite set, so I don't really need it. The only reason I grabbed it was for the Build-A-Figure parts. But I figured while I have it, let me do a review, kind of see what it's all about and how much different it is from the prior Elites released by Mattel. But you can see the images of each wrestler on the front and the different packaging. It's got the Royal Rumble logo on the top. On the sides, you got the nameplates, Yokozuna and Earthquake. Flipping it over, just like the regular Elite figures, you get the images of both wrestlers. Got the read-up on the back, the other figures in the wave. You can see that Earthquake comes with the torso piece, and Yokozuna comes with the Jimmy Hart head. Hopefully I can track down the other set, because I do want to complete this. But anyways, well, let's come back and we'll get these figures out of their packaging. So starting us off, we're going to take a look at Earthquake first. And as far as accessories go, you do get two open interchangeable hands. You also do get these two pieces to complete your Jimmy Hart. You get the torso with the piano keys on the tie, just a black shirt. And you can also see you get this pinkish jacket, no buttons on it. It's got the sculpted pockets, no deco on the back. And if you complete the parts, you put the jacket on. Obviously, the arms. I think Big E comes with the arms, and Dakota Kai has the legs. And this, if you did have the Hall of Fame Jimmy Hart, it is very similar. It's even got this piece that goes around underneath here, around the waist. And so, Earthquake. Taking a look at the attire, you get the Canadian flag on the front. The head itself, I think, is the same from the Elite 35 figure, which I do have, and we will run through some comparisons. You can see his tattoo on his arm. Got the nice chest hair on here too. He does have the double jointed pinless elbows as well. So that is definitely an upgrade from the last Earthquakes we've gotten, which were so long ago. No deco on the back, very plain. You know, he's got some of the Thunder thighs, especially both of these figures, two super heavyweights. You can see that. He's got the Canadian flag on the boots. Same on the other end. And very simple. I mean, nothing else crazy to the deco. You can see, again, the face scan now. Let's bring in the Elite 35, and here's one thing you're going to notice right away. The height. So the new Royal Rumble Elite is significantly taller. Not even close, like significantly taller. So I did some research, and John Tenta Earthquake is listed at 6'7". So we'll need to bring another figure in here to see which scale comparison is correct. But if you want to look at the difference in the deco on the gear, obviously more, this is more of the iconic gear I remember Earthquake in, so this is probably my favorite figure that they've done so far. They did do the Natural Disasters Tag Team version too. But again, I think the legs are the same. What's the difference in the height is the boots. So you can see how much taller the boots on the Royal Rumble Earthquake are versus the Elite 35. And I think that's really what's adding extra height. The legs, to me, look to be the same. What do you guys think? Right? The arms, again, you get the double jointed elbows, so that is a plus on this figure. Also, you get the interchangeable hands, which is not a feature on the Elite 35. All right, so here's what I want to do. I want to bring in a few figures, and let's see if this Earthquake is scaled correctly or if he's too tall. So Hulk Hogan is listed at 6'7". Same as Earthquake, and you can see Earthquake towers over Hulk. But before we run to the conclusion and say he's too tall, let's bring in an Undertaker figure. Just a random Undertaker I grabbed from my shelf. And Taker, I think, is what, 6'10", 6'11". So you can see Earthquake stands pretty much eye to eye with Taker. And if that wasn't good enough, let's bring in the Big Show. 7'2", 6'7". I think he is not. I think Quake is a tad too tall. I mean, let's bring him in again. So you got the Undertaker. And we'll bring Hulk back. And you can see he's too tall. There's no way around it. And if you want to bring the other Earthquake back in, you can see how much difference that height is. And that's a little disappointing. And I kind of wish they would have kept him the same height and scale. I know they wanted to make him a larger-than-life character, but I also do have another member of the Natural Disasters, Typhoon. So again, this isn't my favorite Earthquake, and on top of it, he is too damn tall. Next up, we have Yokozuna, and this is the one I really wanted from the set. So I feel the only Yoko I have in my collection is the Elite 15. I did have the Hall of Fame figure, but honestly, I was buying that just to get the championship belts. It was just so similar to the Elite 15 that I really didn't want it for my collection. I didn't really care for a bearded Yoko. And there was another one released, I think it was a Walmart exclusive, with the different color trunks. But again, I felt that was so similar to the Elite 15, and to me, that was my favorite figure. So it's nice to add another Yoko. I know it's similar to the Hall of Fame figure, but I definitely did like the head scan on this figure. And we'll get into it. As far as the accessories go, you do get two mic holding hands. You also do get this bucket. For the Jimmy Hart pieces, you get his head. And you also do get a pair of sunglasses, white sunglasses. Very similar. In fact, it's identical to the Hall of Fame Jimmy Hart. And here is the microphone that he comes with. Again, also the same. And looking at Yoko, so again, this is the new head scan. That is really the only difference from the Hall of Fame figure. He also does still have the single jointed elbows. I don't really care for how his lower legs are painted. You can see some white kind of creeping through. A little bit of sloppy paint job down there. But again, everything else looks to be the same. You get the white legs, the black wrap around there. The hair looks really nice. I do really like that sculpt. And he comes with a bucket. I don't know, something about having a different Yoko was attractive, so that's why I really want to track him down. And it's not really much to kind of say about it. If you've seen any Mattel Yokos before, they really are very similar. And this one, unfortunately, does not come with a robe. So here's the Elite 15. I believe this robe, I swapped it out from that the Walmart figure because the original one was staining. And I got rid of it. You can see he's got the tie. Remember, Mattel released these back in the day. They were not attached to the robes. And to me, this is still the definitive Yokozuna. You can see the body's the same. The pieces are all the same. You can see the difference in the head scan. Both look great. I really do like both scans. This came out in Elite 15. I feel like it still kind of stands with the figures today. I really do like that head scan. But the new one is nice too. I don't know, comment down below. Which one do you guys like better? You like the newer one? Or do you like the original on the Elite 15? I always feel like these arms are a little stumpy. I wish this figure would have came with the double jointed elbows. I wonder why it didn't come on this Yoko. I'm assuming his head is not removable. I don't really want to pull too hard. I feel like if it was that easy, it should have popped off. Let me try Earthquake real quick. Is his head removable? No, it is not. So these heads do not interchange. Remember, the new Legends figures and Elites have those pieces that are interchangeable. So that is your Yoko comparisons. Let's come back and we're going to wrap this video up. Before we wrap this video up, if you guys haven't already, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate you guys checking out this review. If you're returning, thank you for your continued support. Really hope to continue to grow this page. As far as these figures go, Yokozuna, I do really like it. I kind of had some minor gripes with the paint applications on the lower legs. It does look a little sloppy. And if you guys do have the Hall of Fame figure, it is very similar. The only real difference is the head scan. You do still get single jointed arms, which is kind of a bummer. But you know what? At least you get the interchangeable hands. That is definitely a feature that was not available on that Hall of Fame figure when it was first released. And you also do get this bucket that he comes with. So that is something different. I kind of wish he would have came with a robe. I feel like he looks a little empty without it. And for Earthquake, I'll be honest, I don't really like this figure. The attire is just too plain. He's out of scale. He's way too big. I'm definitely going to probably get rid of this and not keep it in my collection. The only reason it was worth getting for me was to get the Jimmy Hart Build-A-Figure parts, and that goes for the rest of the set. The only one I really wanted, and I'm going to keep in my collection on display, is Yoko. Biggie, I personally have no desire to have him. Again, I just need the Build-A-Figure arms, and you know what? I'm not even going to bother with Dakota Kai because the prices she's going for online is ridiculous. I'm probably just going to see if I can grab some, maybe Vince McMahon Build-A-Figure just came out. Maybe I'll grab the legs. They should be the same and pop them on to complete Jimmy Hart. But like I said, if you did miss out on Earthquake, this is an opportunity to grab them and add them to your collection. I just feel like the gear is not really iconic in my mind. And lastly, I just wanted to bring in the Hall of Fame Jimmy Hart versus the new Build-A-Figure. You can see the difference in the attire. The jacket is actually different. This one does have some more detail with the lapels, but I feel like the head scan is identical. Let's pull glasses off. The new one definitely looks a little better. You can see the True FX design on it. Looks good. The hair looks great. Perfect to Jimmy Hart. The skin still doesn't look bad, but again, if you do have this Jimmy Hart, maybe you don't need this. I'm a fan of Jimmy, so I figured it'd be nice to have, and the microphone is exactly the same. All right, and that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at AlexWestCollects. I'll be posting a ton more pictures on there. Thank you guys for your continued support, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.